We finished last week's card off, and now we move on to this week's card, UFC 303. Not Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. That fight got cancelled. Conor McGregor had a little toe injury, and he said he wants to come in 100%. So it's fair. It's fair enough. He wants to come in 100%. I still think he could have fought with it, but it's fine. A lot of fighters fight with it, but like McGregor said, he wants to come in 100%. He is getting older, so he could use it as an excuse if he loses, and he doesn't want to do that, which I like. But this week we have Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka 2. I am so excited for that main event. I don't think that it's worth paying the McGregor money for this fight, but the card's pretty good, and I'm excited for it. But let's get right into it. But before we do, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and follow, and hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload. Let's go. Ooh, the first fight is a banger. It is. It truly is. Ian Machado Garry versus Michael Venom Page, MVP. MVP's only had one fight in the UFC so far, and it was good. It was against Kevin Holland, I think, and he basically dominated Kevin Holland. It was beautiful. Ian Garry is 14-0. That's a good record. He's fighting out of Ireland, of course. He's 6'3". He weighed in at 170.5 pounds in his last weigh-in. He has a reach of 75.5 inches and a leg reach of 42 inches. While MVP, on the other hand, is 22-2. If we're counting UFC record, he's 1-0 in the UFC. Fighting out of the United Kingdom. Stands at 6'3", weighed in 170 pounds in his last weigh-in, a reach of 79 inches and a leg reach of 42 inches. Not much to go off of here. Ian Garry has never lost, has fought in the UFC multiple times. Michael Venom Page has fought in Bellator, in I don't know what other organizations he's fought in. I remember he's fought in Bellator and a few others. Or is it Cage Warriors? It's something like that. It's one of. He beat Kevin Holland. Ian Garry, I haven't actually seen any or many of Ian Garry's fights, as far as I can remember. But I'm a casual right now, so it's okay. Michael Venom Page has got the reach over Ian Garry. I mean, MVP is such a lanky, tall guy. They stand at the same height, which is good. But if Ian Garry cannot get on the inside, he's going to have such a tough day with MVP. Because MVP is now just going to have fun. He's done exactly what he wants to do, which is get into the UFC. He's just going to play around, fool around, and just have fun in there. And Ian Garry obviously wants to be a champion, and I'm assuming MVP does too, but MVP is going to take it a little bit lighthearted. He's going to have fun in there. But there's not much to go for here, so let's go into win buys. 62% of MVP's wins are coming by KO/TKO, 14% by submission, 24% by decision, with an average fight time sitting at 6 minutes and a knockdown average of 1. Ian Garry, on the other hand, has a 50% KO/TKO, 7% submission, 43% decision, average fight time of 11 minutes, an average knockdown as well as 1. They both have all the assets that they need. They both can work on the ground. They can both work on the feet. They can both secure a decision if they need. MVP has the higher KO/TKO percentage than Ian Garry, so MVP, keep it on the feet, try and get the knockout. And Ian Garry, well, he also has his main win is decision, so I guess take it down, try and keep it down there, see what you can do down there. But not much to go off of here, so let's go into significant strikes. Ian Garry's landed per minute is 6 on average, 55% significant strikes, an average of 3 punches absorbed per minute, 53% defense, while MVP has landed an average of 3 punches per minute in his last fight, 69% significant strikes, average of 2 punches absorbed per minute with a 55% defense. Now, we know MVP's last fight went the full bout. It was in the UFC. And I don't know about Ian Garry's. I'm assuming his went the full bout as well. It seems like Ian Garry did better, but you gotta remember, MVP wasn't taking it as serious. It wasn't like, oh, I need this win. It's just, I'm in the UFC now. I'm gonna do what I want. And Ian Garry obviously wanting a try. He wants to get somewhere. Wasn't he meant to fight like Colby Covington or something? And that just fell through, which I'm fine with because I'm happy with this fight. But not much to go off of here. I mean, MVP, even though he landed less, he landed more significant strikes. He didn't get hit as much, but Kevin Holland didn't really want to trade. He wanted to get taken down. But MVP, every time he got striked, he did quite well. And now for your final one, takedown average for MVP is 1. 25% takedown accuracy, 66% takedown defense, while Ian Garry has an average of 1 takedown as well per 15 minutes, 75% takedown accuracy, and a 69% takedown defense. So altogether, what are we saying? Ian Garry needs to do what Kevin Holland wanted to do, what Kevin Holland couldn't do. Take MVP down, work him on the ground. MVP, keep him on the feet, outstrike him, outclass him, keep him at range because you've got the longer reach, secure a knockout or a decision. And Ian Garry, get it down to the ground, secure a submission, maybe a ground and pound win, or maybe win by decision. But that's just my thoughts, my opinions. What do you guys think? Who do you think wins and how do you think to win? Apart from that, I cannot wait for this fight, but I will catch you in a bit. Take care and peace.